fortune lies beyond the stars. Those dazzling heights too fast to climb.
There was a point that I felt very alone. I didn't have anybody to talk to or anything that I felt comfortable with. I really didn't feel to know how to control the pain, all the emotions that I had in me. I was raised by a single mother most of my life. With Terry being sick all the time, I really didn't get to experience having a father figure in my life. Losing my dad before I was even born, actually. Sometime March last year, I was at a concert. I don't know, something triggered in me, and I just remember myself running out of the BOK Center, running away from that concert, and I found myself on top of a parking garage. I remember throwing a water bottle off the top of it, just yelling, why me? And I remember myself thinking I was about to end it right there because the emotions were just too great for me to handle. From then on, I started going into a dark place, started feeling lonelier, started having bad thoughts, let my thoughts control my actions, really. My mom and my real dad were going to get back together, but my mom and I found out that he was unfaithful while he was in Peru, and it changed, and I was caught up with anger for him. I said, if you've done this twice now, you don't deserve anything. Last thing I told him was, I hate you and I hope you die. After that, I just didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be by myself with all these emotions, and so I was hanging out with some friends after football practice, went with them. They said, hey, how are you feeling? I was like, I'm all right. He's like, I got something that can help you. I was like, what's that? And he passed me a blunt. It's weed, and I said, I know this isn't good for me. And I started smoking, and it just made me feel numb. Didn't feel any more emotions. One day I was hanging out with some friends. I was smoking and everything, just having a good time, you know, just feeling nothing really. And I came home that night around 1 a.m. probably, 1 or 2 a.m. And my mom was still up, and she sat me down in my room and said, John, your dad's dead. And I said, why? Wait, what? I was like, wow, the last thing I told that man is why I want him to die. I hated him. After I found out about my dad's death, I moved into a little darker place. I didn't want to be alone anymore, so camp was coming up 2 days after that, and I decided I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give it all my all. Can't be living like this anymore, because life can end in such an instant, and I don't want to regret what I'm doing here. I went to camp. I gave it all I could. I opened my heart up. I said, God, if you want to do something in my life, then touch me now. And I was baptized in the Holy Spirit. And from then on, I just felt this relief, this comfort. I was running away from him for so long that I just needed it. When I got home from camp, I started changing my attitude toward things. I started trying to be more family oriented with my mom, because I know she was hurting. And I started to drift away from those friends that told me that, man, this will make me feel better, feel numb. I said, I can't do drugs anymore. My mom will hurt if she ever finds out. And I don't want to put my mom through more pain than she's already going through. And then we went to El Salvador, and going really was easy for me because I loved serving, but I never really felt like a calling or a purpose, really. When we had our first event, I had a little boy come up to me, hug me, and I prayed for him, and I just felt God pulling me back in, and that really just confirmed it. I was just like, okay, I'm here, I'm ready. And the last night I felt called into ministry. I was called. I need to do what I can to serve God, because He didn't leave me, and He's not going to leave these people there. We all have a calling in our life, a purpose to reach out to the hurt, to the broken, and I just felt I needed to do that with what I have left in my life. The real message I really want people to hear from my story is that you can run away as far and as hard as you can from God, but it's impossible. God is always there for you. And if anybody out there is feeling broken, alone, in a dark hole that you feel like you cannot get out of, just know that God is there for you. He's never left you. He's always been by your side. And through Him, you got the strength to do anything. You are not alone.
Spirit soaring, I touch the sky. Women nation